Good.
Hi, and welcome to the Sage Seeking Sisters. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Stacy. And today we have with us Tom.
Welcome.
Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
with us,
Thank you very
Tom.
much.
So I love your entire family, and I feel really honored that you're here with us because I know
Likewise.
you're a busy man and you're coaching and you're side hustle musician on the side, and your day job is pretty all-consuming and challenging, and you handle it all with grace and care.
Right.
And you're always helping your neighbors too in need, one of them being me. So I so appreciate everything about you and your wife and your lovely daughter. But so we want to focus on like resiliency and like lifestyle, and you know, you're somebody who I know like you're healthy, and so how do you do it? Or
Well,
share a little bit.
I guess I try to do a few different things. Like I do a lot of working out. So like a few days a week, I go to the gym, and I kind of always try to stay active. So like I joke that I'm like a Roomba. Like I don't sit around and watch sports. I don't lay on the couch. Like I'm always get the
Moving.
garbage, get the thing, clean the garage, clean the attic.
That's
clean
great.
So like
Yes.
I don't know how many steps I get, but
Constant motion.
I'm constantly moving. But yeah, and in recent years, I've been trying to actually put an emphasis on trying to exercise a bit more. But and then the other thing is like I try to keep a pretty peaceful life. So like I try to stay on top of my job. I work in health insurance. I'm in client management, so making sure that my clients are happy and that they're not, nothing's on fire. Everybody's doing okay. Like that brings me a lot of peace.
Yes.
I try to. I'm a very big like no debt person. So like
Dave Ramsey.
yes, big Dave
Love
Ramsey,
him.
like,
Yes.
crazy person. So try to make sure that I don't have any stress around like owing people stuff. So that's actually a pretty core thing to my like I guess peace.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then like
Do you do a real tight budget? Just curious.
no, I don't do a tight budget. I used
tips.
to. Yeah. I used to. Like once you start getting debts paid off, like you
Yeah.
have a little bit more
Wiggle
play,
room.
and
Yes.
then it's less like stressful every month. But
Yeah.
yes, like when getting there, yeah, really
Yeah.
tight budget.
Yeah. Especially
So-
to pay it off.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
So was there a time where things were a little bit uncomfortable for you?
big time.
Okay, and then I know he does like the snowball.
Yeah,
Is that what you use?
yeah, all the way,
Okay.
all the way, yeah.
Okay.
So you start with sort of like, have a small emergency fund. Then you line up all your debts, smallest to largest. Pay off the smallest one first. Get them all paid off. That's all like non-mortgage debt. And then it's, save an emergency fund. Save 15% for retirement. Start saving for your children's college. Start paying off
529.
your house. Like that. Those are the steps. And yeah, it's like that has been a very core like part of my life. And I think like in recent years, in fact, like talking to my wife and daughter about it, they're like, this is the way to be. Like
Yeah.
this is great. Like
Yeah.
Stress free.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
very stress free.
Well, that's what they say. Like the new generation of wealth is not having the debt. You
It's
know,
just so
like,
easy to
that's the
buy
focus.
stuff nowadays.
Well, yeah, and it's
like,
pushed on us.
Yeah, it's just pushed on you.
Consumption.
And it's normal, right?
Yeah, it's our norm in this country.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Because not in other countries.
No,
I had
it is
I had
not.
a conversation with a girl. She was from France, and she was like, everywhere you turn, they're trying to get you to apply for a credit card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And having
really.
lived in Europe for a few years, you don't see the advertisements. You're not targeted to. The shops close at 5. They're not open on Sundays. There's no massive billboards or
a good
here.
point.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, we are targeted to consume.
I just heard that our now the interest on our national debt exceeds our defense spending budget.
Oh,
Like that's a corner that is kind of crazy to think about.
it is.
Well, and
Like it's scary.
Yeah.
I work in the mortgage world, and the average family debt is over $100,000.
I believe it.
Like
Oh, yeah.
credit card debt.
yeah, credit card.
Not-
non-mortgage debt.
College loans,
Not
or
including any
mortgage.
of that,
Oh.
just
Yeah.
credit card debt. The average is $100,000.
Yeah, I believe it. And the whole Dave Ramsey thing is like, yes, it's okay to take on a mortgage, do it the right way, do it within your budget. Everybody should do that. That's fine. But
Yeah.
it's more of the like, try to buy a car within reason. Try to pay cash for that car. Try to pay cash for education. Budget plan. Basic
Yeah.
stuff. It's the stuff great grandma did. That's about it.
I took one of his workshops. Not that I'm the best at applying it, but I remember him saying, "You almost have to like." You almost.
She's telling on herself.
I know.
It's all good.
It's all good. We're works in progress.
That's right.
But like that, you have to almost feel like you're a gazelle running for your life to pay off your debt.
When you're
like
in
you
debt,
have to have
yeah.
that mindset.
Yeah, you have to
Like
think
that
about
has
it,
to be
like-
your priority.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll get there,
Yes.
Americans.
Yeah.
Curb
But
the
that,
spending.
yeah, that is the peace. Yeah, your peace
So
of mind.
that's a big
Yeah.
part. And then the other thing is I play music. So I've played the bass guitar for, oh my, it's getting to be over 2 decades now. So
Wow.
That's wonderful.
since I was in my late teens. So yeah, I've enjoyed doing that. I've played in bands pretty much consistently since the day I started playing. So I don't know how many hundreds of shows I've played, maybe 1,000. I don't know.
I'm sure.
But yeah.
Okay, and let me
it's a
just
lot of fun.
plug your band, the Low Kings, right?
The Low Kings,
This
yeah.
is your solid, is the best in Pittsburgh to hear for covers, the bagpipes. I don't know what other instruments you have going on.
We're like an Irish band.
You guys are awesome, phenomenal.
Yeah,
So,
Irish
yes.
rock, Celtic like rock. We do a lot of covers. We'll play like U2 songs and Flogging Molly songs, but then we have our own originals, and we do all the traditional stuff like Whiskey in the Jar and all those kind of old songs.
Fun.
But yeah,
Yeah.
very
The
up tempo,
covers.
very rock.
The bagpipe. It's so
Yeah.
cool.
Is there a place that you'll play consistently if people want to come see you?
Yeah, well, we play Riley's Poorhouse in Carnegie
Okay.
every couple months. But then we're really on the festival circuit. So like we'll play the Pittsburgh Irish Festival. We just played the Ohio Scottish Games. We have the Cleveland Irish Festival. We're playing the Erie Irish Festival, Youngstown, Mahoning Valley. Like, so that's been the big thing, is that there's a big Irish community, and we're kind of in the festival circuit.
Nice.
And then we're playing Horse Trading Days coming up in Zealy and Opal next month. So yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Worth seeing, 100%. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that like your joy? Is that your fun? Because I think everybody needs creative. They say if you don't have play, you tend to rage.
I would say play's
Even
the
as
word.
adults.
Yeah,
Play.
you're right.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
play. Like, it is silly,
Yes.
goofing around. I mean, I work in health
Fun.
insurance all day long, and then on Friday night I go out and I jump up and down and I, kick my
Jam
amp
out.
and just have a great time. So yeah,
Great.
it is play.
Yeah.
Is this on video anywhere?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of those about
Maybe
that.
we'll link it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To put a little.
Yeah, so that's it.
That's great.
So is there any consistent routine that you have for yourself, like on a daily basis?
Yeah, I mean, I get up, get to work right away. Like, I don't really do the morning workout thing too often. I mean, every now and again. But usually I get up and get to work. Like, I need to get my work life organized in order for everything else to work. So that's kind of my big stressor. And then, I usually will, once I get everything done, kind of in the afternoon, after 5, I'll maybe do a workout. Always am taking care of the dogs. We'll do practices with the band every now and again. That's kind of it. I mean, weekends are always like family time. So I'm married and I have a daughter. So I coach softball too. So we do a lot of practicing with softball.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I do a lot of like going to the cages, working out she's catcher. So working out catcher, like
Nice.
fundamentals.
My son plays baseball, so
Oh, cool.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we do all that.
lot.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a
there.
lot there.
Yeah, endless. You can do as much softball as you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do a lot of that. And that's been great because my daughter and I, we were together in the YMCA Princesses program from kindergarten through, gosh, I guess like now that she's 12, she just graduated, right?
Mm-hmm.
So kind of, we're going to continue on in the Questers program, the older girls program. But we're doing that, but being able to focus on softball has been a nice like change of kind of activities for us.
Yeah.
That's kind of that, just the her and I thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and she
is
will
great.
cherish that forever.
Yeah, likewise.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes. Likewise. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your gift.
Yeah, I love it.
So for the husbands and the dads out there that are struggling to find work, family, life, marriage, balance, any bit of advice? Because I think you do it well.
The bass isn't that hard. I would encourage people to learn how to play the bass. No. It's like 12 notes. You pretty much only need 5 of them. Yeah, I mean,
Creative.
have a fun thing that you do with guy friends. I think is
Yeah.
important. And
Yeah.
like in encourage it to not be go to the bars, you know,
Yeah,
and like
that's right.
go out and go crazy. Like have something that is kind of constructive, that's maybe challenging, like play golf or
Whatever.
you know, maybe it's working out, maybe it's playing pickleball or tennis or something,
Yeah.
but something that's kind of stimulating mentally, that's also creates that community. That's what the band is to me. It's like I like everybody in the band, we're all friends, we have a great time together, and it's a huge like just stress relief, and it's something that you like on Friday afternoons when I have a gig, it's like you think that I was playing in the Super Bowl. I'm like super pumped. And I feel sad that not everybody gets that.
Yeah, right. But
'Cause-
that's good though that you've incorporated that into your lifestyle and you've made it a
Yeah.
priority, because I think sometimes, especially for men, I think there's so much pressure on the roles that you fulfill that you forget, like you have to fill your tank
Yeah.
with creative outlets, community, what have you.
Well,
I think that's great.
You're right, and I think staying on top of like the work and not letting it get out of control, and then staying on top of the finances and not letting it get out of control, and then having good relationships like in your spouse and
Yeah.
your children and your parents and what have you, then you can do that stuff and not be like super stressed out about it or it being a burden, because
Yes.
everything else is kind of
Taken
under
care
control.
of.
Yeah.
The foundational pieces
Yeah, the foundation.
are there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Self-help 101.
Yeah. Thomas himself.
Yeah.
Yes, it's that. It's very refreshing. Yeah.
Yes. Any last like piece of advice you want to share with our viewers?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, I guess just kind of what I said is, take care of the fundamentals, and everything else kind of takes care of itself. I guess
Love
Okay.
it.
set priorities.
Yeah.
That's it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thank you
you're
so
welcome.
much.
Thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
Definitely share.